Hello, welcome to this tutorial, and you are going to learn how to edit a mini feature using Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition is a software that is used worldwide in the editing of audio. And for learning purposes, you can compare Adobe Audition with Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, you input text, and what you input in Adobe Audition is the sound. So make sure that you already have Adobe Audition installed on your computer, just like you see that it is installed on my computer, and I'll search for Adobe Audition. I guess by this time you have all your audios ready and well named, and you also have your script ready. Now the first interface you will see is the waveform editor, and we also have the mult track, but this is the waveform. This is used for recording most of the times. You see the recording tab. But for today, I want us to focus more on the move tool, laser selected clips, and the time selection tool when we start our editing. So I'll cross to mult track. You click there, then rename your project. Mine will be trial. And in this mult track, you can see that we have track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, and so on. So you start with renaming your tracks. This will be my narration. This will be my interview, and track 3 will be my background, and so on and so forth. So this will be my background. If at all I'm going to use that. Remember, I already have my sound bites and the narration arranged. So I can simply have my files. I can simply have my files in Adobe Audition. So this is what I'll do. And I drop them here. After dropping them there, I can start with my narration 1. I put it there. I can preview.
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda.
And I can have my first bite 1. I'll put it in the section of interview. I can also change color, because if this one is the same as this, you click here where you see my cursor, then you can choose that color. So preview.
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda, survivability of micro, small, and medium enterprises have been affected by a number of challenges.
The closure of the business, it was very, urgent.
So I assume I want to end at that. I simply use my laser selected, this is laser selected clips tool, and that's what I use for cutting. I cut here. Then I use move tool, I select this and delete. I placed backspace. I delete that. So I go for my second bite. Remember, I have my narration, second narration. I'll put it here. Then I preview.
However, Muhire, a business expert, has his hopes pinned on technology as a response.
Now I'll go for my second bite, which is this. I drop it here, like this. I preview.
Brought about by COVID-19.
Most of the.
So now that is the alignment. I want to add background. This is my background. I'll drop that here. Then it will load in a few seconds. After it loading, then I preview.
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda.
So you can also hear that it is really, this is, the volume of this is too high. So if you put your cursor where you see mine, you see that that is the volume. And if I pull it down, it will be in negatives. And if it is negatives, that means it is reducing, -3 something, 9 point something. Let me leave it there. Then I preview.
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda, survivability of micro.
And for me, I feel it is still high. So I may choose to put it at that level, and I preview.
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda, survivability of micro, small, and medium enterprises have been affected by a number of challenges.
The closure of the business, it was.
So if I'm through with my mini feature, I'll put this here. Remember, this is the tool, time selection tool. I put it there. Then I can use the laser tool. You remember that very well, and cut what I don't need off. Then delete this. I will increase this because as it ends, I want us to increase the volume. So you see that I'm not, I want to note where I need, I need to increase the volume from. I'll put my cursor here and click, single click, then I move this up. Now listen carefully.
Services, they ended up postponing.
So if I'm through with my min feature, I will highlight all my clips in the multi-track. After highlighting, I will go to File, I'll go to Export, I will go to multi-track. I'll not go for entire session because in case I have any other audios in this space, they'll be considered. But I only want to consider, or I only want to export, I only want to export the selected clips. So I'll go for selected clips. I'll name this final 1.2, and I'm saving it on the desktop. Then, okay, it is in MP3. Don't forget the format must be in MP3. How you see the format? Remember, this was our process: export, multi-track, selected tools. The format is here. So select MP3 or RAIS. So let us preview. Let us preview our final product. This is our final product. And in case you go through the same steps, you'll achieve the same. Let us preview our final product. And I know by the end of this, you'll also be able to put together a mini feature. So
After the closure of all businesses in Uganda, survivability of micro, small, and medium enterprises have been affected by a number of challenges.
The closure of the business, it was very, urgent.
However, Muhire, a business expert, has his hopes pinned on technology as a response and adaptation to the challenges brought about by COVID-19.
Most of the clients that had booked for these services, they ended up postponing.
So your mini feature is done, and you can now forward it to be considered for the next step. I wish you the best.